Hello there, this is Eplex7 DSP's VD76. It's a vintage vacuum tube plugin. We got an on-off switch here. We can cut the bass. We can change the circuit temperature. We can change the age of the tube, 2001, 1976 or 1950. We can adjust the triode, the pentode, and the circuit power. And finally, we got an output knob here. Well, so let's check out how this plugin sounds. Alright, let's start with the keys. And turn it on. Cut the bass. Let's change the circuit temperature. Let's change the age of the tube to 1950. Turn the triode up. The pentode. The circuit power. Let's turn it off. It adds some vintage flair. That's really nice, I love this. Also in terms of sound, it conveys a feeling. I switch to the bass. I will change the tube age to 1950 again. I really love that at the keys. Bass cut would not be a good idea at the bass track. Change the circuit power. I love what it does if I turn it up. It seems to be subtle, but you can clearly hear the difference. I will bypass it. Turn it on. You can hear this vintage vibe it is adding. I will try something. I will turn the output down and the input up. I will turn all faders up. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I love it. Bypass. Activate. I'm a bit surprised by the sound of the thing. I didn't think that it sounds this well. I love this distortion-like effect. Okay, let's turn to the next track. As you can hear, it's a distorted guitar. I will try 2001 now. Let's check how this will sound here. The bass cut would be a great idea if it's playing with a bass track. It also tames 100 Hz a bit, but that's okay. Let's turn the input up, the output down. The circuit temperature, I think it becomes warmer when I turn it to the right. I think with this setting, it can fit very well in the mix, especially when I have a bass track playing. Before we go further, I will take a look at the manual. Vacuum tube, or also called valve in Great Britain, is an electric component device used in audio industry mainly as amplification component before transistors were found. Vacuum tubes are very popular and preferred by many audiophiles. Vacuum tubes add live and vintage warmth to the sound, which is very desired in today's digital music production. That's absolutely true. You can use Vintage Vacuum Tube VD76 plugin with drums, bass to make synthesizers warmer and rounder, guitars, vocals, percussion, or any other elements of your mix. So, what are the top features of this plugin? Triode, fatter and warmer type saturation of triode tube. Pentode, more vintage, thin and dirty type of saturation. circuit power to add heavy fatness to your sound and make bass drums big and massive. Bass cut, filter from 0 to 70 Hz to eliminate deepest sub-bass. Circuit, tube temperature. In electronics, higher temperature means more noise, because higher temperature means more movements of electrons. Noise is not always unwanted. Analog noise can make signal more natural, more pleasant, less sharp, and can eliminate sharp distortion. That's nice, that's right. Type of tubes. 2001 bright, modern and precise sounding tube. 1950 old vintage tube with round transients and dark smooth sound. I love this one. 1976 vintage tube with silky round transients, trebles and crunchy sound. Let's finally take a look at what it does to drums. Bass cut at around 20 Hz. The circuit temperature also adds some noise. Let's turn again the output down and the input up. I love to turn the Triode up. Pentode. Take a final look at this tube in the middle. It's looking great. I would love if it would do some effect here. Listen to the bass drum. It gets a warmer sound now. Let's turn to 1950 again. I love this. It changes the sound so much, but in a very good way. For a vintage song, this would be really great. And also to tame some transients. This thing is a harshness killer. I love it. This is a really great sounding tube emulation. I love what it does to the sound. I love the vintage feeling it adds. It adds some nice harmonics and a little bit of noise, but in a really good way. We got so many possibilities and ways how we can form the sound, and it makes a really great job on everything I tried it. For me, it sounds really realistic, and I especially love this 50s setting. It adds character and saturation to a track. Well, as I said, I love the sound and I can fully recommend this plugin. Alright, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you liked it, maybe you want to give me a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel. That would be really nice. So maybe we will see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.